Good morning, team. This is Mr. Malcolm. I am going to be showing you how to get some of these very, very important questions complete as an attempt to help you study and prepare for your exam on Tuesday and Wednesday. Okay, so in Unit 3, Lesson 8, we're talking about the mid-segment theorem. And the mid-segment theorem states that if there's a mid-segment, for example, DF, the line BC, which is parallel to DF, I'll just go ahead and highlight this. You can see what I'm talking about. This line BC is going to be 2 times the length of DF. In other words, DF is half the length of BC. Now, if E right here is the midpoint of BC, and that would mean that DF is the same length as BE, and DF is the same length as EC or CE. Okay? Now, with that said, let's tackle the question. It says, which of the following correctly relates the lengths of AB? Let's go ahead and highlight AB so we know what we're talking about. AB and EF. EF. Okay. And you're supposed to give it an explanation. But let's just get to the answer first. Based upon what we just discussed about the mid-segment theorem, we know that EF is parallel to AB, and we know that the distance from E to F is the same distance as B to D, if D is the mid-segment, which it is, and it's the same distance as D to A. How can we put that into an equation? We have one of two options. It says AB, this line, is half of EF. Is AB half of EF, or is it the other way around? Exactly, it's the other way around. So AB is twice the length of EF. Correct. Okay. Let's try a different question. Use the diagram ABC shown. If BE is 7 and FE is 10.2, what are the lengths of DF and AB? Okay. So let's put in the information that we have. It says FE right here is 10.2 and BE, let's use a different color. BE is 7. Okay. What are the lengths of DF and AB? Okay. So let's finish what we know. We know that there are some segments that are all congruent. And that would be this one, this one. We know that this segment from here to here is also going to be congruent. All three of these measure the same. So if this is 7, this one must be 7 also. Now let's finish the ones in blue. We know that this one is equal to this one, and it's also equal in length to this one. Okay, so if this is 10.2, this side must also be 10.2, and this one must also be 10.2. Okay, so what would be the length of DF? DF, as we found, would be equal to 7. And AD is 10.2, and DB is 10.2. So what would be the length of AB? That would be equal to 10.2 plus 10.2, which would give us 20.4. Okay. Let's jump into another one. Practice 4. Very familiar triangle. Make sure that you pay keen attention to this. And this one has a little bit more work involved since it does require you to use your concepts from Algebra 1 or 2. So in triangle HJK, PR and P, in triangle HJK, N, M, and P are the midpoints of the sides. Okay, let's point it out there. If MP is this, so let's put MP here in blue, okay, and HN is 3x here in red, or actually, it seems like they're both going to be blue based on our mid-segment theorem. We need to find HK. Okay, so first let's find all the sides that are parallel to this one, which is this one over here also. Okay, it says that this one is 4x minus 5, and this one is 3x. We can set up an equation based upon what we know about these two. Because they're parallel to each other, we know that this one is equal to this segment in length. So we can set up an equation that says that, which is 3x equals 4x minus 5. Okay. We can go ahead and minus 4x from both sides. Okay. That would leave us with -5 and -x. As a result, x would be equal to 5. Okay. So x equal to 5. However, it's asking us to find the length of HK. Should be all of this. So if this is 3x, then this side must also be 3x. Okay. So HK is equal to 3x plus 3x, which would give us 6x's, which is the same as 6 times 5, since we know the value of x, which would be 30. Okay. And finally, filling in the chart, we have all of this information given, and we need to find EF. Put that, we can't sketch this one, so we have to use our mind for this. EF, which is this whole length, we know if this part is 10.6 and H is the midpoint, then we know we have to add this to itself. So it'd be 10.6 plus 10.6, which would give us 21.2. Okay. What would be GH? We know GH is half the length of DE. half of 24 is 12. JH is parallel to DF, so we know this must be half the length of DF, or it is the same value as DG, which is 8. Okay, and that will be all the practice problems for Unit 3, Lesson 8. Hopefully this has been helpful, and you're now able to comprehend the mid-segment theorem and apply it.